World War I, the Great War. A conflict that reshaped nations, toppled empires, and claimed the lives of over 15 million people. But how did the world plunge into such devastation in 1914? The roots of World War I ran deep. Europe was a powder keg of militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism, what historians call MAIN. Militarism, an arms race, with Germany and Britain building powerful navies. Alliances, the Triple Alliance of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy versus the Triple Entente of France, Russia, and Britain. Imperialism, global competition for colonies, especially in Africa and Asia. Nationalism, pride, but also division, particularly in the Balkans, where Serbs and Slavs sought independence from Austria-Hungary. The spark came on June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist. This single event set off a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary issued an ultimatum to Serbia. Germany offered unconditional support, known as the blank check. Russia mobilized to defend Serbia. Germany declared war on Russia, then on France. And when German troops invaded neutral Belgium, Britain entered the war. Within weeks, nearly all of Europe was engulfed in flames. The war quickly became a nightmare of trench warfare. On the Western Front, from the North Sea to Switzerland, soldiers fought and died in mud-filled trenches. New weapons, machine guns, poison gas, tanks, and airplanes turned battlefields into slaughterhouses. Major battles like Verdun and the Somme in 1916 killed hundreds of thousands, yet front lines barely moved. In 1917, two turning points changed the war. First, the Russian Revolution forced Russia to withdraw. Then, the United States entered the war, bringing fresh troops and resources to the Allies. By 1918, Germany's final offensives failed. The Allies pushed back in the 100 Days Offensive. Exhausted and facing collapse at home, Germany agreed to an armistice on November 11, 1918. The Great War was over. Peace, however, came at a price. The Treaty of Versailles punished Germany with harsh reparations and territorial losses. Meanwhile, Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire crumbled, giving birth to new nations across Europe and the Middle East. But the seeds of resentment remained. And just 2 decades later, the world would once again descend into an even greater conflict. World War II. World War I was called the war to end all wars. Instead, it became a grim reminder of how fragile peace can be.